Marjorie Taylor Greene was among the very few people who actually showed up to Donald Trump's victory party at Mar-a-Lago on Super Tuesday evening. And she was more than happy to speak with reporters from all over the world until, of course, a BBC reporter by the name of Emily Matlas kinda got Greene in a way that Greene did not expect. Matlas did start off by being very cordial and friendly with Marjorie Taylor Greene, asking her about Nikki Haley and then asking if she would be Trump's running mate. And then she turned the tables by pointing out to Greene that Trump supporters sure do love their conspiracy theories, don't they? And then she asked Marjorie Taylor Greene about the Jewish space lasers conspiracy that Greene had pushed on Facebook back in 2018, and that's when all hell broke loose. So here it is. Take a look at Marjorie Taylor Greene losing it on this reporter for asking her a very straightforward question. Here she is.
Marjorie, thank you so much. The news agents and from London. What do you think the message should be to Nikki Haley tonight?
Well, we've been encouraging her to drop out and support President Trump, and I think tonight is the clear message that President Trump is the clear front runner. He's the winner in our Republican primary, and it's time for Nikki Haley to drop out and support him.
Do you think President Trump, Mr. Trump, is closer to picking his VP, and should you be on that list?
Oh, that's the question everyone asks, and no, I don't think Nikki Haley should be on the list, but of course President Trump will choose who he wants for VP.
Would you like to be on that list?
He's got a long list. I support President Trump in any way he'd ask me, but I can assure you it won't be Nikki Haley.
And can you tell me why so many people that support Donald Trump love conspiracy theories, including yourself? He seems to attract lots of conspiracy theorists.
Well, let me tell you, you're a conspiracy theorist, and the left and the media spreads more conspiracy theories. We like the truth, we like supporting our Constitution, our freedoms, and America first. So
what about Jewish space lasers? Tell us about Jewish space lasers.
No, why don't you go talk about Jewish space lasers, and really, why don't you fuck off? How about that?
Thanks, thank you very much.
Now, that's not exactly the kind of response that Marjorie Taylor Greene should have given, obviously. I mean, let's be honest here. It's a fair question. You put this on Facebook 6 years ago. Don't expect to not be asked about it. I mean, this is a British reporter for a British outlet asking questions that the rest of the world would sure love some answers to, even if the American press doesn't seem to care about it anymore. What that reporter did is what every single reporter in this country should do when they talk to these idiots. Not, you don't always have to lure them into this false sense of security, although I love that she did it, and I think it's a brilliant tactic. That is a hallmark, by the way, of a great interviewer and a good journalist. And then she hit her with the truth. Like, why do all these Trump supporters love conspiracy theories? They love the conspiracy theory that the 2020 election was stolen. You yourself pushed the Jewish space laser conspiracy. They love the pizza place conspiracy. They love the conspiracy that Taylor Swift is somehow working secretly for President Biden and the so-called deep state. And that's just a couple ones from the past few weeks, by the way, folks. So it's a fair question that people like Marjorie Taylor Greene should be asked. Every politician that pushes nonsense should be made to feel uncomfortable. They should be asked about the nonsense that they spew. They should be asked why they're a member of a party that loves conspiracy theories. And I think it's hilarious that Greene tried to deflect and be like, well, it's actually the left that loves conspiracy theories. What do you, give an example. Please, for the love of God, give an example. And I'm willing to bet, by the way, if Marjorie Taylor Greene hadn't stormed off, the reporter probably would have asked that. But American journalists, you just got a masterclass in how to handle these idiots. So please, in the future, do what this reporter did and make these people answer for the nonsense that they spew. One of today's video sponsors is Incogni. Anytime you sign up for something online, whether it's for an email account, a food delivery service, or even a loan, your personal data becomes up for grabs to companies called data brokers. These data brokers sell your information to all sorts of companies for any number of reasons, and sometimes those buyers could have malicious intent. It would take you an eternity to go contact every group that has bought your data and ask them to remove it, and that's where Incogni comes in. Incogni contacts data brokers on your behalf to have them remove your personal data from their lists. You get to relax while Incogni helps to get rid of your digital footprint. And Incogni couldn't be easier to use. There's just 3 steps. First, sign up for an account using the link in the description below. Tell them what personal data you would like to have removed. Second, give Incogni permission to act on your behalf to remove the data. And if the companies refuse to remove it, Incogni will actually handle that step for you as well. And step 3 is the easiest. You do nothing as Incogni takes care of everything from there. Your personal data is being used by potential employers, by insurance companies who can use it to increase your rates based on your internet search history. It's being purchased by people searching websites, and of course, by scammers. Incogni will work on your behalf to get everything you want removed. And right now, they have a special offer for our viewers. Go to incogni.com/ringofire and use code ringofire at checkout to get 60% off a year's subscription. That's incogni.com/ringofire and use code ringofire, or click on the link in the description below and use code ringofire to get 60% off a 1-year subscription.